Hello, I am author Ellie Hall, and I would like to welcome you to the Sweet and Swoony Romance Audiobooks channel. It is February 1st, which means it is Love Month. We are leading up to Valentine's Day, and you know me, I'm a romance author, so I am here for it. And I have a couple books to talk to you about, as well as the book I have releasing this month, a surprise, and of course, our featured author of the month. So let's get into it. First up, this month, I have a surprise for you. I'm going to tell you the name of it at the very end of this recording. But the little teaser I'm going to give for now is that if you are not on my newsletter, my email newsletter, please make sure you subscribe. I send every Wednesday with a little personal note about myself, what I've got going on, new releases, that kind of thing. Just author news. And then I share some books by some of my author friends, some deals, promos, events that I have going on that you might be interested in, that kind of thing. So I also will be sharing this exclusive prize because I love you all. So be sure you are part of my email newsletter. Next, because it's Love Month, I want to share with you two books that I have that are kind of Valentine's themed. Not in their entirety, but they kind of have that feel about them. The first one is called An Unexpected Love Story, and I'll just read the little blurb. Catherine played it safe with book boyfriends until Callan, her nemesis, writes himself into her story. So this is one of my first, actually I think it is my first rom-com that I ever wrote. And it is, I guess you could say, an enemies to love, second chance romance. And there is a little Valentine's Day theme in here. She gets dared to do something and to pick a guy to be her Valentine, basically. I don't want to give away too much, but I can tell you that. So An Unexpected Love Story. And next one is called An Unlikely Love Story. And I'll read the back of that. Falling in love is against Hazel's rules. Maxwell doesn't care about rules, rather recipes, but will he whip one up for a happily ever after? So a lot of times I just love the female lead who's a baker or a cook, or, I love writing food into my stories. If you don't know that, you probably haven't read many of them. There's always food involved. And so in this one, though, the guy is the banker baker is kind of like what people call him online. So he is the baker in this one, and there's some Galentine's Day, some anti-Valentine's Day, but you will, I hope, enjoy this. So these two books, An Unexpected Love Story and An Unlikely Love Story, are two Valentine's Day themed books if you are interested in starting this month off with a bit of that. Next, on February 15th, so the day after Valentine's Day, I have the Romance Gambit releasing, and that is the last book in the Love, Laughs, and Mystery in Cocoa Key series. It is the conclusion to the treasure hunt. If you've been following along, I bet you're wondering, what is going to happen? How is this going to resolve? At least I hope so. And in that book, you will meet CJ, and he is the surf bum brother, very underestimated, kind of a wild card, and Jolie. And I think it's my favorite of the books. Of course, I'm biased. I love them all. It's so hard to choose a book baby that's your favorite. But I hope it all comes together and that you enjoy it. But that comes out on February 15th, so be on the lookout. But it also gives you plenty of time, if you haven't read the series, to catch up. And it is a rom-com, I guess you could say treasure hunt or mystery adventure hybrid. I took all the romance stands alone, so each brother, the four brothers, gets their own book, and then the mystery subplot will unfold in each of the stories leading up to this last one, the fourth one. But do not despair. If you still love the world and the family, you can check out A Christmas Romance Wish, which will be releasing later on this year, and that is Emmy's story. And lastly, I'll say, if it is winter where you are and you're cold and chilly, this series takes place on a tropical island in the Florida Keys, so it might just be what you need to warm up. Okay, last but not least, I want to share with you about our featured author of the month. This month, I wanted to share with you about Melinda Curtis. And She is another sweet romance author who has a YouTube channel here. You can go check out some of her audiobooks and give them a listen for free. So I'll tell you a little bit about her and then mention her books, and we will wrap this up. Here we go. Prior to writing romance, Melinda was a junior manager for a Fortune 500 company, which meant when she flew on the private jet, she was relegated to the jump seat, otherwise known as the potty. After grabbing her pen and a parachute, she made up the jump to full-time writer. She recently came to grips with the fact that she's an empty nester and a very young grandma. Concepts easier to grasp than jet setting on a potty. So if you want to go check out what she has to offer, she has loads of books available, ebook, paperback, all the formats. But if you want to give them a listen, you would like to take a look at A Kiss is Just a Kiss, which is a sweet rom-com. And then she also has Dandelion Wishes, which is also narrated here on YouTube, and it is a feel-good, sweet romance. So be sure to go check her out. Give her a subscribe if you want to keep up with everything that's going on in her sweet romance world. And be sure, if you don't already, to subscribe to this channel here to be the first to hear about new videos that I upload and all that kind of thing. If you would like to spend some more time with me, I am in all of the places. Here on YouTube, of course, my email newsletter, which I send every Wednesday. I have an account on Instagram, and I have the Facebook page where I mostly just share like news and deals and things like that. But if you want to get into the Facebook group, it is a private group called Ellie Hall's Sweet and Swoony Romance Fiction Fans, I believe. I'll leave all the links to everything I'm talking about below, so you don't have to go too far to find out what I've been talking about. I talk about all kinds of things in there. We chat every day. So I'd love to catch you in there. And in the meantime, thank you for joining me for the February video newsletter. And if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and leave any comments below about what you'd like to hear more of in the newsletter. I'll be doing this for the rest of the year, just trying it out. And for now, I am saying goodbye and thank you for watching, and I will see you between the pages.